All right, guys, it's been 2 months since I did my first attempt of stacking and prepping medical supplies, and I got a lot of feedback from the community and friends. So this is going to be a revised, updated version of where I'm at today. So if you're curious about the place I was at 2 months ago, there will be a link in the description showing that, as well as it's going to be in the same playlist as this video. Before I start, I'd like to thank all my new subscribers that came in from freesteading community. I do appreciate you guys. The freesteading community is a preppers, freestead, homestead community that's fairly new. So far, it's been a great experience dealing with the community there on various topics. So I do appreciate all the new subscribers that came over from there, and I hope you guys like and enjoy the content I produced. All right, so we're going to start on the left side here. We're going to cover bandages and things of that nature, and then we'll get into the medication stuff that I've gotten. So let's get some of this big stuff out of the way first. As you've seen before, I got online for like $1, 3 cans of O2. So this is like a one-time use pure oxygen can, and it comes with the cannula. Now, these are cheap, so I picked them up. I'll probably get a small actual tank at another time, but right now I got those. So let's get out of the way. I have literally hundreds of standard bandages in all sizes. So I think I have enough Band-Aids to last quite a while. I got them on sale, so I bought a lot of those, and they were a ton per box. So literally I have a lot. Let's get this box out the way. Sterile gloves, you always need these. I got a large box as well. I have Israeli bandages, right? So they come, I got a couple different sizes. I'm not sure where they're made, but these are great because they include the blood clotting pad, which looks similar to this. I have one external as well. These are great for packing the large wounds to absorb the blood. And each of these Israeli bandages have something maybe a little smaller but similar. So I got a bunch of these as well. I got 2 different sizes of the splints. Actually, I have some somewhere else, I think in my other first aid kit, but these 2 are the large sizes for possibly shin or arms if they're broken. So I have those splints as well. I have a ton of these elastic bandages with clips, all different sizes. Again, I got them on sale. They were cheap, so I got a lot of that stuff. I think more than enough. They always come in handy. I actually have used a couple of them in regular day use here. And along that line, I got some skin tape here as well. This will cover a burn. And it's easily removable, so it's not going to cover the burn and then tear the burn off when you need it. As well as skin stuff, I got a couple things of Dr. Scholl's moleskin for blisters or any skin irritations. I also got the Neoderm roll here as well. It's a similar product, but not as sticky. So different kind of uses there, right? So I got 40 yards of regular gauze. I have various rolls of tape. So the taping the gauze down and other things are good. A bunch of sterile pads, a big pack of these guys. Some of the interesting stuff here. I have some of these IV dressings. Now the thing I like about these is you let you bleed the wound out. I'm never going to be putting in IVs, I hope, but these are clear bandages that are actually pretty good. So if you have a cut or something and you just want to close it over, these are good for that. Have a handful of those. I do have 2 chest seals. Now I have more of these in my trauma kit for my gun range, as well as quick clot I have in my trauma kit. These are leftovers, kind of extras. The quick clot is actually expensive, so I only have like 6 pieces of that. But I'm sure I'll add more as time goes by. These bandages here are pretty cool because they're the Ziploc bandages. I got a box of 2 of those. I saw them online. I thought they were pretty neat to have. I did pick up 2 sterile staplers, right? So let me turn this over. These are sterile skin staplers. I got 2 of them, and they have quite a lot of staples in there. So if I don't need to do stitches, or I don't want to do stitches, I can use these sterile staple guns. They're kind of neat. And they came with staple removers, right? So there's a tool that will help you safely remove the staples when the time is right. Some more flex tape here. This is for muscle. If you have torn muscles and stuff, you can use this to bind the muscle together. It works out pretty good. I do have a switcher kit here. Let's see if I can open this one-handed. But if the staples aren't going to cut it, I do have switchers in a switchering kit here, as well as some extra forceps in this bag and tweezers and things that are needed that are similar. And I got a box of sterile switchers to go along with it. So if I'm ever in a situation where I absolutely need to put stitches in something and I can't get to a clinic or a hospital, I know that I have the supplies here for that. So that's pretty key. One of these little cheap tourniquets. I do have nice tourniquets in my trauma bags and first aid kit. A triangular bandage, right? So this came with one of the freebie kits, but then I actually picked up a really nice one. So if you have an arm injury and you need to give support to your arm, those will come in handy. A couple emergency blankets here. I do have more in my kits that I run with. Alcohol wipes, alcohol Q-tips, regular Q-tips, Benadine Q-tips. So these are just kind of break and snap. So they kind of have the alcohol and the Benadine inside already, which is great. Alcohol swabs, put these in the box. Random cotton balls, another piece of gauze that came with something free, I'm sure. As well as these random alcohol wipes. I have a whole bunch of those. Now on to the supplies. So I do have tubes of Neosporin. I have 3 boxes of these, and these are pretty good because these are maximum pain, but they also help with infection, and they're good for scrapes, cuts, and burns. So everyone knows what Neosporin is. So I got 3 large tubes of this added recently. And to go alongside of that, I got some additional burn cream specific. I got 3 tubes of the benzocaine, which is for pain, but then this stuff is made specifically for burns. So I got 3 tubes of that to add to my supplies. Zinc oxide, this is for rashes. So poison oak, poison ivy, any kind of rash like that, those comes in handy. I have one thing at Carmex. My other Carmex is in my kits, but this is a leftover one. So I'll probably add more of this stuff to cover chapped lips. And let's see, what did I add recently? Now I added all of these boxes here, and what it is it's tattoo numbing cream, J Pro tattoo numbing cream. But the reason I'm adding it is because it is lidocaine at the end of the day, and it's a high potent percent of lidocaine. So it's 40% lidocaine. And what this is if I have to put stitches in or staples, or if there's any painful wound, this will numb the area, right? So it's good for the skin. Obviously it's used for tattoos, so it's not a problem. But that's the best off-the-shelf skin medicine I can come up with. Always good. I got some pure petroleum jelly, and I have some healing jelly, which I'm not sure the difference between the two is, but these were cheap, so I did add some Vaseline petroleum jelly to my kit. That was a request by a user. I got a box of the Refresh single-use eye watch. I put these in my other kits already, but this is the leftovers in the box. I got these cheap, but basically if you have a sinus, these are like Vicks vapor inhalers, but they're the cheap Chinese version. So I added those as well. Those were new. Things I had before is I have my Centrum Silver, I like my vitamins. Not the best vitamins in the world, but they're not bad also. Some of the new additions. I did pick up a bunch of these heat plasters, right? So muscle cramps, muscle pulls. I mean, they're from China, but basically it's going to be heat packs. So if you need to put on a heating pack somewhere to alleviate a muscle cramp or pains, those are going to work just fine. I have a bunch of these small bottles of betadine iodine. I like the small bottles again because I can just hand one out to get things done versus a large bottle. This is a little tube of cold sore cream. You never know when that comes in handy. I have my Advil. I got a big box of Advil. I got my aluminum magnesium, and this is for when your stomach's upset. I have some dopamine. This is good for upset stomach as well, especially acid reflux or GERD. Loperamide hydrochloride, these are good for bowel movement, bowel issues. Palmisetitol is a basic pain medicine. It's good for body aches. It's similar to Advil, but it's a different chemical. I got some melatonin, right? Because if I'm into this kit, I'm probably full of anxiety and I probably can't sleep. So it's probably good to have some of that as well. Some small bottles of hydrogen peroxide, always good to have. This is some cold medicine. It's a BioFlu. Helps you stuffy nose, sinuses. Now, I'm a smoker, so I can relate. You know, I got some no smoke patches and some nicotine gum. I really don't like using either one, but it will help me to curb my smoking if I ever get into a situation where I can't get cigarettes. Another big box of BioFlu, which is good. And last but not least, I think these are all B1, B12, B vitamins. They're left over from something, but basically a little energy boost and vitamins. So that's where I'm at today, 2 months into my medical preps. Things that were suggested to me were obviously things that I added: the splints, the heat packs, the numbing cream, the Vaseline, the eye rinse, the stapler. The skin stapler was something my brother recommended, so I picked up those. So I'm slowly growing my supplies. I'm getting there. Again, this is not my daily use stuff. I have daily use first aid kits down in the shop and one in the car. And then I have a specific trauma kit, first aid kit I use at the gun range. You can look in my playlist and see those, or I'll link it in the description. But again, I'm asking the community if you have any ideas what I'm missing, what I should add, please let me know, and I will take the time to source and add it to my kit. And meanwhile, what I'll be doing is I'll just be trying to double up and stack some of the stuff I have already so I have a larger supply. And with that, once again, I'd like to thank all of my subscribers. I would like to thank all the people that watch all the way to the end and like this video. And I especially would like to thank anybody that has comments for me on what I need to do to really buff up and get my medical preps in a better state. I think I'm doing really good. I think I'm getting close to where I need to be with stuff that I can get off the shelf. Obviously, I can get other things like chest pressure release valves, but you know, honestly, I don't know how to use that, and I'd probably cause more damage in the long run. So once again, thanks everyone. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please hit that like button. It does help. Thank you.